So you're thinking about moving to the villages? Then you've come to the right place. This channel's all about the villages, the good, the bad, the ugly. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. What's up, everybody, and welcome to my channel. My name is James Haviland. I'm a local realtor here in the villages with Realty Executives. We're going to get right into it. Today's topic is pros and cons about living in the villages and things you need to know. Stay tuned to the end. The last one's going to surprise you. I would have to say the number one pro about living in the villages, or just Florida in general, would have to be the weather. The weather here is amazing all the time. Now, granted, we do have the occasional hurricane, thunderstorms and things of that nature, and in the summer times it pretty much rains every day, but ultimately it's, tropical paradise all the time. But I would say a con to the weather would have to be the humidity in the summer months, because when you have that hot weather mixed with that humidity, it can be devastating when you're outside doing, on the golf course or, whatnot. But overall, it's great as long as you just, take care of yourself, stay hydrated, and utilize my favorite invention, which is air conditioning. The number two pro for living in the villages would probably have to be the activities. Now, there are a lot of amenities that the residents have available to them, but there are also hundreds of resident-ran social clubs for arts and culture and things of that nature. So I definitely take advantage of all that. And if you can't find something that pleases you or fits your needs here in the villages, then you're probably from another planet. The number two con about living in the villages, or just living in the South in general, would probably have to be bugs. We have a lot of bugs in the South, probably because it's a warmer climate. And love bugs would probably be on the top of my list. Now, these things don't bite you, they don't sting you, they just basically fly around making out with each other until it starts to cool off, and then they get the heck out of Dodge. But we do have a love bug season here, and like I said, they're just really more annoying than anything. You just kind of push them out of your way and they just keep floating around everywhere. And then you have palmetto bugs. The palmetto bugs are probably about this big. Those things have wings, so watch out for those. But other than that, we just got your regular typical bugs. No big deal. Number three pro for living in the villages would probably be the trails, the parks, and the dog parks. We have hundreds of miles of trails here in the villages for biking, jogging, walking, whatever you want to do. I don't know, get on a pogo stick if that's your thing. We also have over 50 golf courses too. Now, number three con for living in the villages would probably be lack of power. And what I mean by that is the villages is what's known as a master plan community. Now, you may have some advice or suggestions on what they should do with the community, but at the end of the day, the villages has the last say in everything, and they want to keep everybody happy. So at the end of the day, it's what the villages says is what goes. Now, my number four pro for living in the villages would have to be that it's so clean and maintained constantly every single day. It seems like there's a crew of people that just sit there and clean everything and mow everything 24/7. That's what it seems like. Very seldom are you going to see trash on the ground while driving down the roadways in the village. And if you do, I guarantee it's going to be picked up pretty quickly. But that can also be a con for some people, believe it or not. I spoke to a guy the other day, and we were talking about the things he liked about the villages and some things he didn't like. And one of the things that really stuck out to me was he said it's too clean and too maintained, which I thought was pretty strange. I said, well, what do you mean? What do you mean it's too clean, too maintained? He said it just seems very fake, almost like it's on a movie theater set or something, a Hollywood movie set. And I said, okay, well, I mean, that doesn't seem like a bad thing to me, but hey, to each his own, right? Now, the number five pro for living in the villages is probably, well, the fact that you don't need a car. Seriously, you do not need a car if you live in the villages. A golf cart, yeah, you definitely want to get a golf cart because you can access everything in a golf cart. This is no joke. I'm serious. Listen, you want to go out to eat? Drive a golf cart. You want to go see a movie? You want to go to the theater? Drive a golf cart. You want to go to the doctor? You want to go shopping? You want to do anything and everything? You can access that in the villages in a golf cart. Anything you want. Now, if you need to go to an airport, well, you can't get there with a golf cart, but we do have transportation that takes people from the villages to the airports and even to Tampa or even Disney if you chose to do that. But ultimately, in reality, you don't need a car anymore. So if you're moving down here and you're a 2-car family, you can ultimately sell one. Shoot, you can sell 2 if you wanted to. I recommend keeping one just in case you got to kind of get out of town or go somewhere far. But ultimately, all you need is a golf cart. Isn't that amazing? This last pro is going to blow you away. And believe it or not, the cost of living in the villages is not as high as it is in some other places in the country. Some of these other retirement communities have higher amenity fees. You don't have over 50 golf courses. You don't have dozens and dozens of restaurants. You can't access almost anything you want from a golf cart, and you don't have hundreds of miles of trails. The Villages is a city, okay? It's not just a big neighborhood with all these fancy amenities for seniors. The Villages is it. This is the place to be. But hey, I get it. Not everything is for everybody, so that's why I made this channel, so people can know the good, the bad, the ugly, the do's and don'ts, and everything that comes along with living in the Villages. But ultimately, at the end of the day, people are happier. People are happier when they're out socializing with friends. They're happier on the golf course. Have a cocktail. Watch some music. You know, enjoy the entertainment. Those things like that. These things can extend your life. Not sitting in the house watching TV. It's just not the way to go. The Villages is awesome, but hey, I get it's not for everybody, and that's okay. But if you're looking to relocate to the Villages and you need some questions answered and you need some help, go ahead and shoot us an email. Send an email, text, phone call to me and my team. We'll certainly help you relocate to the Villages or just answer some questions. That's what we're here for. We love helping people. Until next time, take it easy.